Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank y'all everybody for staying with us at this time of the show every single week. We always profile a missing and/or exploited child. Tonight is no different. Tonight's child is Dominique Howard. Dominique Howard's been missing since August 18, 2014 from Clifton, New Jersey. His date of birth is March 28, 2001. He's 13 years old. He is half black and half Hispanic. He's got brown hair, brown eyes, black hair, brown eyes. He stands 5'4", weighs 100 pounds. He may still be local. His ears are pierced, but he may not be wearing earrings. He's got a scar on the right side of his face. If you've seen Dominique Howard, please contact the National Center for Missing and/or Exploited Children, or hit them on their website, missingkids.com. Or call them at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678. Please help bring Dominique Howard home. Ain't no how stepping with Marcus J. Definitely glad and happy to introduce joining us as she does every single week. I got my co-host who just joined us. I got my sister S.Y. Butler. What's up, girl?
You know what? Before you can say hi to him, y'all, I need to make some corrections, like 2 of them. 1, I did not just get here. Don't listen to him. I've been here. And 2, what is this? You doing your? Don't be doing that to me.
The listeners have no idea what you're talking about.
Can't say that. I am pointing my finger down.
And I know, I don't know what you're talking about. I know I don't know what you're talking about. So I know they don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring me in a mouse trap. And next time you do that, I'm going to slide that mouse trap across the table and we're going to get us a finger.
Still not knowing what she's talking about.
What if we take the shoe off again?
No, we got to get something.
The toe.
Still not knowing what he's talking about.
What?
Still not knowing what you're talking about. This finger thing. What are you talking about?
So, how was your weekend?
What's that? What are you talking about?
That's not what I did. Number
okay.
1.
All right. Are we going to fight tonight?
Why not? We haven't fought in a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
You know?
We should.
So why not?
This is like a tennis match.
I need to check you on your crap. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody scared of you. Don't sing it, bring it.
See, 1, I'm not singing. Just letting you know.
Well, let me know then.
You don't have to be afraid.
Well, let me know then.
And I keep telling you this. No need to be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I can see me. I'm handsome.
Oh, God.
If I like dudes, I'd like me.
So I hope you all had a nice weekend.
My weekend was great. And if you can't take a swig
Diva?
and keep on talking, then don't take a swig.
Well,
you gonna call me out on doing this? You gonna call me out? I'm gonna call you out too.
Ding, 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 ding. Go to your corner.
I like when we fight because we always end up having a fight with Diva around. She gets all uncomfortable. Stop
but you know
fighting.
what? I want to thank her again.
Don't thank her. What you think?
Keeping you in check until I get here,
Yeah,
holding
please.
down the show for me.
I'm uncheckable.
Thank you, Diva.
Thank
because
you. Thank
no
you
one
for
else can
acknowledging
hold
me.
Showdown.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, when I'm not here, I just don't know.
Yeah, whatever. She all right.
Anytime. Anytime you need me.
She all right.
Thank you.
So what you got? What we talking about tonight?
You know, there's so much happening, and there's so much stuff on social media. I thought that I would enlighten a few people, including myself, because all the water that I see falling on our heads for the Ice Bucket Challenge, the ALS Ice Bucket Channel. And just really quick, y'all, before I go into it, how many people have seen the Forget the Ice Bucket Challenge from 50 Cent? Did you see that?
I saw how
I saw part of it, yeah. Where it was teasing.
And he was teasing that old goofball.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. But
challenged him to read.
Challenged him to read a page out of the Harry Potter book.
The Cat in the Hat or something, yeah.
I bet you he can't do it. But, you know, hey, I'm thinking we should tell him to stick to the ice water. But anyway, I decided to look up ALS and just kind of educate myself on it, because I know everybody out there dumping water on their heads, ice water or not, does not know what ALS is. I'm not dumping no ice water on top of my brain, and I didn't know what it is, so I thought I'd discuss it tonight. So tonight I have the amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
That's a lot. Say it again.
What? Amniocentesis?
Not
Nope, that's not it.
No, ALS.
Am- amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
Gotcha.
That is the ALS. All right, and it is a disease that causes muscle weakness and impacts your physical functions. ALS was also known as the Lou Gehrig's disease. Most of us know it more by that than saying ALS. In most cases, doctors don't know what caused it. It also it begins in your muscles. You'll have twitching or weaknesses in your arms or your legs. Sometimes you'll have speech slurring. It can also control your ability to move, speak, and breathe. So, symptoms. Symptoms for ALS are difficulty walking, tripping, difficulty doing anything normal, any of your daily normal activities, weaknesses in your legs, your feet, your ankles, your hand, being clumsy, the slurring of the speech, trouble swallowing, muscle cramps, twitching in your arms, your shoulders, and your tongue, difficulty holding your head up and keeping good posture. It says the disease frequently starts in your hands, your feet, and your limbs, and then it spreads to other parts of your body. And as the disease advances, your muscles become progressively weaker. The weakness in your muscles eventually will affect your chewing, your swallowing, your speaking, and your breathing. ALS doesn't usually affect, it says, your bowel or your bladder. So, all but that. And it says it is possible that you can remain actively involved with your family, doing activities with ALS. So I'm guessing the quicker we diagnose this and get treated, the better you can manage with it. Causes. In ALS, it says the cells that control the movement of your muscles gradually die, and those muscles get weak and they kind of waste away. Why the cells die, they don't know. They do say that it may be inherited. Between 5 and 10% of the cases are from inheritance and from genetics. The others, they say, are random cases. Researchers are studying possible causes of ALS, including gene mutation and disorganized immune responses. I tried to look up what they meant by disorganized, but it's pretty much just meaning your immune system broken down. It doesn't respond like it should. Risk factors. Well, one again, heredity. 5 to 10% of the people with ALS inherit it from a family member, and they call it familial ALS. And they say most people with familial ALS, their children have a 50-50 chance of getting ALS. They say age also plays a part in it. It most commonly occurs between the ages of 40 and 60, and men are slightly higher than women to get the disease in that age range. They say after the age of 70, if you get it, doesn't play a part. Age or anything else doesn't play a part in it. They're also looking into environmental factors for causing ALS, such as smoking and exposure to lead. There was also a note saying they were looking into the military. And it says that recent studies indicate that people who have served in the military are at higher risk of ALS. And exactly what about the military service that triggers the ALS development is uncertain. So I don't know where it is. They're saying it may be certain metals or chemicals or traumatic injuries, viral infections, or just being tired. So imagine just being tired, and that leads to ALS.
Wow.
Complications. You want to say something? Oh. Complications. 1, breathing. Over time, ALS paralyzes the muscles that you need to use to breathe. Some devices may assist you in breathing. They're worn only at night and are similar to devices used that people when they're testing you if you have like sleep apnea. They say the device is similar to that. In later stages of ALS, people are chosen to have tracheostomies, and that's when they put the tube down to help you breathe. The most common cause of death for people with ALS is respiratory failure. So once it affects your ability to breathe, then, that's what it is. Speaking. Most people with ALS will also develop trouble speaking over time. It usually starts off, like I said before, with slurring some of your speech, some of your words, and then it just progresses over time. Eating. Again, it controls your swallowing and your ability to chew. So that causes a problem for you as well. Most of your food that they're given is in liquid form. And then dementia is another one of the risk factors. So preparing for your visit, what can you do? Just like most of the things that we discuss. Preparing for your doctor's visit, you want to get checked for it. You will be seeing a neurologist. You want to write down everything that's happening to you, how often it happens, what you notice, when you notice it. Doctor's going to give you a comprehensive evaluation to diagnose your condition. The process, they're saying, can be stressful and frustrating unless there is a medical team that's there while you're being tested, just to kind of talk you through it and tell you what's happening. So I can't even imagine. They want you to make sure you keep your diary as soon as you notice something, update your diary, your log of whatever it is that you're going to bring to the doctor. They need to know everything you're going through. So you're going to expect tests on your reflexes, your muscle strength, your muscle tone. They're going to test your sense of touch and sight, your coordination, your balance. They say your exam is going to be really difficult. So I guess they probably put together some of the harder things for you to do just to make sure. Diagnosing you. Once you're diagnosed, you'll be given EMGs, myograms. They insert needles and electrodes through your skin into various muscles in the body, and then they start to evaluate your muscle strength. Treatment. Treatment involves physical, mental, and social issues. They're really going to just try to keep you busy. They're going to try to keep you active. They want you to work the body as much as you can while you're, being treated. Medications. They're going to be giving you medications, oral medications that you'll have to take in addition to your tests. The medication most popular is called Riluzole. It's Riluzole. Riluzole is how I got it. Riluzole, I don't know. But may cause side effects such as being dizzy, gastrointestinal problems, and liver function problems.
I have a couple questions.
So in addition to that, you may also experience muscle cramps and spasm. They say you may actually just kind of start acting erratic, constipation, fatigue. You'll have excessive saliva, phlegm, pain. You'll go through depression, sleeping problems, and uncontrolled outbursts or crying. And you will have to go through therapy also as part of your treatment. You had a question?
Yeah, well, I wanted to know, and you may have already mentioned it, are there different stages to this? Like, can you be in the stage 1 versus
No.
someone? Okay,
They
so
didn't divide anything up. They're just saying, depending on you and your immune system, which is one of the things that they're testing, just kind of depends on how fast you advance.
Or
It's
how
not
severe.
like part right. There's
Okay.
like no part, 1 or
Mhm.
2 or anything like that. For breathing care, the doctors are going to test your breathing regularly, provide you with devices to assist you with breathing at night. You may have to be put on a mechanical ventilation depending on how bad it is. You'll be going through physical therapy, regular exercise. Like I mentioned earlier, they want you to go through regular exercise. You're going to go through occupational therapy. They're going to be working with your arms and your hands and everything. Speech therapy you're going to have to go through, and nutritional support. Lastly, the ALS organization, ALS.com, pretty simple. You can go on to, they have different groups that will offer you support. If you want to talk to someone, they are aware, very aware. They get lots of calls actually because people, you really can't help it. They say the crying, the depression, and the spazzing, it really happens. And they take the calls and they just try to talk to you, whatever it is for the moment, try to get you help. They first try to find out who you are, where you're calling from. They try to get you help while they're talking to you and all that. So, it was a little disturbing to read. You kind of imagine there's so many different things that we are unaware of. And most of us, we're just having fun. We're dumping ice water on our head. And, it's just, oh, they tagged me, I got to pour water on my head. And we don't really realize the seriousness of ALS. So to me, ALS and the symptoms of so many other things are so close. It's really confusing, and you don't want to run to the doctor for the least little thing that hurts you, but leg cramps, you wonder. So that's why they want you to keep a log of everything that happens to you, how often it happens, how you feel. If you're walking around the house and you just trip, there's nothing on the floor, and you trip, something is wrong. We don't just fall. We don't just fall and nothing's wrong. So little things like that, you pick up a cup and you drop it, whether you got a sharp pain in your hand or not, and this is not normal for you, yeah, go check that out. I mean, just anything that just
If it don't
doesn't seem right.
Yeah. If it don't seem right.
It's troubling. But
one last question. How many Americans, like percentage-wise or numbers?
they didn't do a percentage as far as being an American or not. They just say it's 5 to 10% may
Of the
have it
world
inherited. So
population.
it's just ALS in general.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
And I have Steppin Marcus J. All right, listen. You talked about the ice bucket challenges. Do you know why folks are doing that?
The ice bucket challenge?
Yeah.
No, I don't know why, but ALS, as of today, the association has collected $79 million to help in research.
Right.
What the ice bucket or what the ice water has to do with it, I didn't even know.
I've come across the information as to why that's
Okay.
going on. I actually did the ice bucket challenge myself over the weekend, so I'll play the audio clip of myself doing that. But basically what it is when you pour ice water on your head, it simulates for as long as that ice water is falling on your head, for that 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, how your body locks up and how you can't do anything.
So you get
It
the
simulates
feeling.
just very, very briefly what it feels like for someone that has ALS,
Okay.
and what they live with and what they go through every single day. So we're going to go to break with my silly ass doing ice bucket challenge. We come back, we got the dating pool diva. She's taking us through the Diva Diaries. I got SY and I
Alright.
got the Diva. And I have Steppin Marcus J. Be back in a minute.
At radio, I have been challenged to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Okay, so I am going to challenge my brother K-Dub, Kashara Wilson. I am going to challenge my big sister Sue Osler. I'm going to challenge my big brother Joe Lewis, and I'm going to challenge my co-founder Big Rube, Ruben Brown, and my brother, partner, and friend Jay Grizzy. All right, this is for ALS, and this is Legacy Net Radio supporting it. All right, Mama J, let's do this. Whoa! Oh shit! Woo! It's a wrap.